Ebusi Oman Atenase. We Dwaboase opa 97.9 but 945. Two back-to-back draws me and back-to-back. Back we 945 and back we 955. Eti munya krado mame but time natural. Eduru apa John Kasan Mr. John Traso na fi ya draw no pa 955 John Traso pa ni ya draw no. He say John Bambira ba wo ba be 24-hour economy no. E kwan ye be fa so a e betu Ghana here atoye ase obetre yen. And afen so amanfo concerns o my express say wonye ye sika sem ye was a 24-hour economy. Na akwaria so ya ye dey e de na aba be gina so e de 24-hour economy no e de aba John e be ya no. But am catch us a China Natural Herbal Hospital. Common China no mfa China for tete kwantem pon kwan yi so a ye friend no acupressure na ene wo eye Francis Ahamanim na ahoto na tima ba won se de bia so kam ukura camera ni mu obranko a acupressure yi be ma ahoto aba na fe physiotherapy e bia wutie bu nua bia na se wo busuani bi stroke enya no anase wonya stroke ama ne nante se asesa wachia ne fa ba bi enye adwuma ko China Natural Herbal Hospital na yenye no physio papa na ahoto emra hwomacha kwan wo nkran ha omo eye asha manager kodo New Queen's Court School die no ono mo na di hwe animu poku asenso ACP eye total filling station echi wa and China Natural Herbal Hospital ewo Kumasi de ye nyina anim se eye Santase oten kwanta and China Natural Herbal Hospital ewo ebusiamo from 0244 435 763 and 0541 023 504 and 0243 715 004 Kaisa about 945 second draw then 955 our last and final draw. But for now, Oman Atenase no a year 24-hour economy. One say if you bra show na say ebesi sabre no an ye dia. Eti it was with John Bambir, our member of the NDC communications team. John Akwaba.
Ye no Kwame.
Bibia boko dia.
Yankopo that che na wo so ne.
Nyame adawroma. Na drop for ya wo hu omo. Wo mo de 24-hour economy abobo mo ka mu. E de ma yo mo. Amo ma so sanji say money swade hunu no musa. E de ma yo mo.
Kwame mama fa ntia wo imfa ma wa hwafo no wete for waje bere wote na membo ma bad wo adwuma so amodi.
Yeah.
Kwame 24-hour economy no. The fact that obi ajatu no. Oya mo the drivers so higher than ajatu. Because the major stakeholders be the Trade Union Congress, Chamber of Commerce and Industry.
Yeah.
Academia. One Hotel and Hospitality Association of Ghana. When you Kubata, almost every industrial players are Waboma Yenimpuntuko, Titru from productive sector, Wajatu. And drivers will play a major role in that domain. Osande se Yama oye ifrijuma.
That's right.
Ojana nado. Ya cut one cost by way of abanlo absorb one friend and one overheads nibi ikawa wobo yama friend sika nka yebo tuan as eto ehun na abanes dey bia momo 2 cedis a 2 cedis na many 50 what do you call it 1 cedi.
Yeah.
1 cedi na abana absorb. What it means is that 1 cedi na abana absorb no or dey more in a form of expanding your productivity. Yanka hu da etrawu firi dwuma mu na se ifiri dwuma no rekoso so a employment ba. Ska baba nkofo oboto. Employment will not on yet the 14% I home sesiare. Nti nkofo ba for ka. And we will run anopa ewiabre ewimbre because productive sector is growing. Ayo bi mo wakada oh na productive sector na nkasa ne demand no wen because it's a demand and supply interplay.
No crap.
Yen problem here.
Okay, demand no here. Na se kire wa.
Wo pa kire se infridwuma no record na se wenya atofo a wo boto woni
produce na. It atofo no way.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Nti se obili ye kwadwuma what is the market a wo de be ya kwadwuma. Obili ya wo find
ceramics.
Any form of production.
Yeah.
Then one am no obobo ma because when it's a demand no you are very higher and obobo ma who productive no and okoso
because you gusu kra dodona free amama for maso
Ghana yayin 31 million Ghanaians anemboa.
Yeah.
So we have the demand.
Okay.
Atari oshewi enkrofo ye won fia pa but ne buninte ebi adoro na ntumunto but say ebi a 24-hour economy ya a deliberate policy obiara ode no bo sorry or dem 24-hour economy bitira atala another company or printing the matter ya madam company incentives because it is about deliberate policy ya de ma say nkanka na na say ala itua to ebi abe 100 million abane so olufo no 50 million na 50 million a wafa no fashion production by way of increasing your growth and also employ people. When you do that, Salaton Atana, about nobody because the cost of printed Atana is akufum and onto them. So everybody will buy it. Everybody will buy it. It's demand na nkofu bebre boto ire. Enoma na ye tono obere nubu bokofum and also giving them competitive advantage. Sent create sadamate was be China ba. That's a China nubu from na years na ya printing nubu also because of cost of doing business abana absorb. And to absorb you realize that bone them work for China will fade out in a sense that we are giving them the same quality with the same of price development. It is a China as an urban air tornado be 100 Ghana citizens. Today John Mahama and Adaroma under the leadership of John Mahama or the 24-hour economy Lebanon. One of the major policies over to Waboma to the same Atana work for Ghana yes we produce here 100 Ghana here. Over reduce the cost of offended production and doing business for the industries. So that is it. So when I work at it, there is no demand. Demand is here. We are over 31 million. Apart from that, say you're joining World Trade Organization facilitation arrangement. You're to me as a young other countries. You're after Africa Free Trade Continental Agreement. Yeah. Botu me in your mefi akwaton or Abicus. Botu me in the mefi akwaton or friend and could what do you call it Nigerian and other neighboring countries. Okay. These were other external markets or available to us. So those of people another people now worker demand no we worker because every man no aya kama you to meet both external and internal markets. And two, the more you reduce cost of doing business, you also assure what you call quality. So that all competitive advantage now cost. It's bound indirectly, young can implement what you call restrictions. And I import restrictions and sana. Yamandama, Yayan Wagana Harmon we produce. Yabamandama na ya papa ma, one casamponinya or prepare or that's a crandama. What you do is that you rather go to industries now organ and I will produce the same quality of the same price na nka craft China no e beko akoto for na da Ghana market. That is what is going to happen.
Okay, yamre enwuma na mo se ebebuso no eno no kire me time kra wa bra ma ba ban mu no sa enwuma no ebetumi aba ebe mo wure mo ba ban mu ana adwuma no be sha asa ma no home no so ana fi se mitie mo hyehyɛ na mo pa se mo de nuoma bi na betwe enkofo ede amo ma beji atum.
Yes.
Sa no man so be take time ansa na manfo anya wonte ase ana sa mo ba ya bam na adwuma na ba
policies biya no ya was specific areas you drive a policy a policy no yet to achieve short term purpose, medium term purpose and a long term purpose. For instance, to expansion of infrastructure no it will take a longer period of time. But there are certain specific areas within 6 months. For example, John Mahama Kade 24-hour economy. Industries and other sectors are here. You are ashing.
Kwame Minkah this just in 5 minutes. Your best second draw. Start 274 hash. Twaso.
Sectors are here. You are ashing. A be or friend then 24-hour agro processing. 24-hour pharmaceutical industry. Yamfa pharmaceutical industry. Within 6 months, able to me, I am a pharmaceutical industry say boom. We did it before. President Mahama Obija 51.7 million Ghana cedis. Though this pharmaceutical industry, poultry farm, in fact, 28 local industries at the time are pharmaceutical industries working. That time, in Dra Nanka, ya kran sana ya about 2 Ghana for an buy a deno. You show Watson, another you saw Watson, and will produce these particular drugs are no way foam, another was also on my production cost more often. Yeah. So, pharmaceutical industry, for instance, you don't need any infrastructure. What you do is that how many industries, another pharmaceutical industries, now why I cried within 6 months, open operate 24 hours. Because open operate 24 hours, I join my master, I don't could drive your policy. Don't forget that the objective of this 24-hour economy on a self-government, another self-sufficient government and export-led economy. There be import substitution and Zama Yakrano, Yabo produce do now harmonum to cut down import bills. Because all no to reflect yani currency, my currency now ordinary ejina. Now inflation I mean says no so iden ejina. Na what do you call it? Petrol and other fossil prices are another response prices or cost no no Biden are stable. Into the pharmaceutical industry, for instance, you just need about 6 months to do that. The only thing you have to do is one. President Mahama said one of the drivers are over to push any objective on a security architecture. Bambo wants some. Many pharmaceutical industries in this country want to operate 24 hours. So on a bambo and so what we are going to do is that we partner the private sector to establish private security architecture. Into bon chrome, petrol for joints another centers in case of anything you can report it. We will partner them. It is not solely going to be the public sector. It is public and then private sector. So you have to partner them because you are generating employment for private security architecture. It is some friend that says you are higher pharmaceutical industry. Tobinko ne other pharmacies. Na say open 10 o'clock. About not so in your bamboo 24 hours. So when you ensure adequate security by building architecture, this is solely deliberate. And in terms of 24-hour economy, what have we done any policy? One man security architecture walk arounds specifically to monitor companies that operate 24 hours. The tax incentives the companies that operate 24 hours. On BB often financial support there won't operate 24 hours. It is about maybe catch a trouble or operate 24 hours. One of my tax troubles, tax incentives, another BB them. What you rather have cost the trouble and the whole Google in there taxes into 1 to 1 ton about on 5 years ban troubles. So you should stop it. Yeah, and that go harm. We are talking about in your ma. We power when you continue about to watch us. And your comedians and the jokers. So when you are sure adequate security, you can do this within some of the sectors are able to be action within shortest possible time from pharmaceutical industries. Other ones over to one of pharmaceutical industries when you are they will adapt to them policy, another bullish policy, around 24 hours in being there. Incentives. Us incentivize the system. How are you going to assure incentives? By cutting taxes. Right. Corporate tax, what catch 25%. What about reducing to 20%? Say it gets 35%. But John Green, we won't Abraham Babe draw. Would Nisika on my Ghana? Would Nisika? So I will so buy him. The Adija on my Sikani. At once, I can bet you a month for beginner so at the Yesikano. So what's the birthday? Ube hands who yanji cry. Purpose of what a trouble. Make no answer. Mamma draw no. Nothing ya. Where you say no Eddie Maye. Yenya second draw no Mensaka. Star 274 hash. Mensaka promo no. Ye more be 500 Ghana cedis here. John. We here pa. I'm for the Aquarius. I want you now, but you hope papa rough. Wabra ye call a year brunya bremo. It's your Star 274 hash. That's right. Yeah, and a demo. What number? Yes, 0243 957 to one on Saka 500 cities abreya. Yeah, because I answer the show no better no at exactly 9:55. Yeah, be another draw. To me, member with them not start 274 hash. Me chat not said by a menso mensa and be can John. Question me busa afi ya no. O question there.
Let me say, who will Niska? Oh my Ghana.
I didn't see able to roll out this policy.
No, not that. Once who about the policy way, but no say, Adia met my year, now my man for Eddie would then say, bɛyi toɔ no firi hɔ ɛtoɔ no nso na wohi a wode bɛboaboa sika no de ayɛ man no yie wo nso a wonni sika wo sɛ mengye toɔ.
What is the essence of e-levy? A 2 bit e-levy nyansa wo me mo. One professor said it is not rather from taxation to taxation, but from taxation to robbing. Because e-levy is in Canada or your telecos withholding tax of little over 1%. Lemon service tax first, what you call communication service tax, 6%. Says I don't call 9%, over 50% increment. Into whatever transactions and other digital transactions or between Ghana and telecos, I do want to that. At the same time, data yet on the show data no buyer. As also you want to that. That's the e-levy iron akoto. So one government of Ghana will project 6.8 billion. Wakache the e-levy by Messiah, e-levy ankobam. Or say baby ala. Without e-levy no one they want to inquire IMF. We have gone to IMF. E-levy no. So what's the essence of e-levy? It's e-levy because e-levy ne be that. Pharmaceutical productions, pharmaceutical industry one of whole production do. Go in the tax. Or the one materials, cost of materials, it's there.
Okay, it is a metuasia.
Or the one tires, so do. Exactly, you remove it. And two, the purpose of tax regime is to what? To cushion companies to grow. Do you know what? Say yeah 10, na ye 2. Na 2 na yeah 10 na ye 2. You pay 10 ye 20 cities. Nyank say ye kom lubu na ye 20 cities. Na buying be say okay. Moba 20 cities na wotua mama no meyi no mu friend and meyi no mu 10 cities if you no mu 10 cities. Do you know the number of people who join the bracket? About the base no assessor from 10 to what 20 because the tax are going down. And you know tell sika and can you pay 10 about to you equally need 20 people to what to pay. Into yansem no you are expanding the tax net. You are expanding the tax base without increasing the tax, but at the same time also encouraging individuals to join the tax net by way of production. I want to become back as a bank. But your mama can say into one more word that commander ye sika na ye kwaya the message they don't understand what they are talking about. That's the fiscal framework I deba, and we are not talking about this now. Into my show that bibiara you are about to waste the 24-hour economy just as other countries will implement all koye dem ho into oya agimpa nemom the second issues are raised ma pharmaceutical industry waiting when within shortest possible time yeba wobotum na won wa ascribe to apart from security architecture no your incentives to them amazing kan no if it is about cost of if it's about corporate tax and able to do some specific companies are why already don't also forget that as the young composer my environment na enabling when the environment the way I ever work as a do the way I ever my na no one on pay o tax are awful company bank and on pay o tax awful company bank in a CCI you can say tariffs increase another tariffs cost to companies from its industries to go and ask them to print their financial statement to you. Tariffs expenditure uncotain all companies are Ghana. Now abanes maybe baby be often metering system. Sabon 24-hour economy uncotain that mamo special meter over absorb little current nintria high just as one my way day no. Why won't you do it? Do you know what sir Tobinkwa we are going to have different and more companies go into pharmaceutical industries because cost of doing that business has come down as a result of tax cut and other incentives another meter regime Kwame Minkah say another driver to achieve this purpose. Don't also forget that young kade 24-hour economy no or your end meets or your means to meet the end.
Okay.
And yet today we are yet about all other things in Yejuma. It is solely about the 24-hour economy. Specifically, researchers can say before I take any initiative, you use it to solve a gap. There's a gap in this country.
I know you're
Mami Chawade. 2024 budget.
Yeah.
Page 23.
Okay. Mami.
Yes, page 23. Industry. Yeka say industry sector, another industry sector. The word industry in human. It is growing negative. It is negative 2.1%, 2.2%.
That's just a feeding human and foreign.
If in human is conformity, them one day so one factory one in or a scam or a haram or you visit or you coach some
and first can be
it doesn't add value to our economy, it doesn't add value to our GDP. Otherwise, and can would will grow negative 2.2%. Share your correct ways for mining and quarrying. One case our budget, it is growing 0.6%. Manufacturing, it is growing negative 1.1%. Water and sewage, it is growing negative 4.9%. Electricity, it is growing 0.7%. Construction, it is growing negative 4.9%.
Baumia records, no?
That is Baumia records.
Wow.
That is Baumia name Guase. Yet the 24-hour economy, yet the papa pad the main Guasan. So if today Baumia catch or a bad or an idea, because now you now you need today a friend. Now you need today or friend the sabbath a friend. A book here, a born on in my mean our yako. Asrawa. That is it. Across this mess, and this is a report by your own finance minister during the 2024 budget. Who construction sector negative, manufacturing sector negative, electricity negative, water and sewage negative, industry negative. Now the 24-hour economy, yade bane ya babma in Juma wage na one other is a sabbath fete or a bad idea. And the other issue that we are going to look at, apart from incentives and tax cuts, another tax regime, we are going to also ensure financing, domestic financing. So we need to establish a financial arrangement and framework for these companies. Be Mamu example. John Mahama ma 51.7 million to support 28 industries in this country. On over 10 years, so go and check our records in 2016. Clearly shows that we improved the industry sector. What they need, for example, go to me community.
Yeah.
Business be or palm canal why are jungle. More you establish some processing plants. When you are jungle na yamun ska no fire a jungle no more. Na when you then won't process na yan febi ye them aloe vera and oil ya oil organic oil ya on fire ban fire they need just some little money, and it is not apart from that a binance oil financing arrangement framework be all this order to support those business. We are going to also make sure that interest rates, inflation, and then CD relationship, another CD dollar relationship. I papa my banks and so to give soft loans.
And you see the okay on and no Alfred and the message be about so Kwame menye be a support to political party no emubia but the person me who say nia a year John can say a bit me the interest rate wuduma a bit me the inflation wuduma a bit ma boa manuma aba no eno no ebre ben na saade na beba se etuma John Mahama ebre ben na saade na beba 2025 2026 ana yen twen kopem se na ban na beba na wie
Kwame
and what kind of
your policy na policy implementation and yes CCI say impayfo boku kuru no buku as blueprints na that attach and manifesto, but another leg, another stage of that blueprint implementation of the policy that is yaba bema implementing, you will see the impacts. You will see the impacts. Exactly. One of the measures I had with the policy in the budget. One of the measures I had with every single organization or monetary evaluation unit. Every single quarter, you can find budget reviews. And at the end of the year, you budget statement. It will give us the overlook, the outlook of my year. Every February of every year, President made the State of the Nation address.
That's right.
All these things are the trend in all your papa. In any case, what things are changing. Say in year Juma, nasa company bit from pharmaceutical industry. yam on all this another all these policies are ye rolled out and wa don't want akuma wa don't want to come more than one bishema it will fear no for with room equal a application kwa obafa when you patena and can you pattern one phobia no when we wrote this exercise obey him there no cost of doing business or look for cost of doing business is going down and then rather growth no any profit no cost is that obafa with room where tenor at least cry you probably offended you probably to over with me because your mama time and the unemployment rate is little over 8%. As we speak, unemployment rate is 14.5%.
Wow.
So you probably and so there you only see it wabra yakoto aba yadama president Mahama now you start to roll out the policy
but we because your mama peso COVID ama Russia and Ukraine talk about BNC it is all yes and fato hona. Are you really being fair to Abawe?
You see, the argument, President Mahama time, 2014, there was a financial crisis at Russia. Obi obakacho there. Bibialensi wa President Mahama time no nyi Morika. There was a financial crisis in Russia. At that time, no ponu, ena yani oilina yetufi, another yakotofi domasu. And the leading producer at the time, an oil producer at the time was Russia. And when there was financial crisis or affected everything in Russia, the impact was that it was in Kwafukuma bin when you fuel what on Gamaso. It is our Kotobia, no one bearing.
It is a COVID.
Exactly. It was even more because at that time, yenya IMF Mohamed they have found solve them problem. Yenya World Bank Mohamed they have found solve problem. Yenya them Kofia and Wokobo Machi World Cup. South Korea, probably almost $3 million. Yenye Mohamed. Ghana free and Jiska offer COVID trust fund. Yen so yasin. Yan spend close to 11 billion. In fact, 21 billion. They resolve COVID. It is a work there. Nine ye experience the same thing. We didn't get as they had. Yet no. Still your problem. In any case, COVID in Ghana continue obey. Ivory Coast Biswo. My more statistics. Wouldn't the Ivory Coast? They recorded the highest case more than Ghana. Ivory Coast recorded the highest case more than Ghana. But in Kofa who Ivory Coast was so in Kofa who are. Two, you can say among the countries that were the fastest growing economy in Africa, Ivory Coast is number 2 or number 3. You are doing budget deficit more than 11%. Ivory Coast is doing less than 10%. You are doing inflation more than 30%. Ivory Coast is doing single-digit inflation. You are doing primary balance negative. Ivory Coast is doing primary balance positive. What debt to GDP is over 98%. Ivory Coast debt to GDP is less than 50%. Ivory Coast won't declare one day. Work or capital market one more bosia more heading one back another 1 to 1 12 bosia says I want to 1 could but Ghana yako. This year we have been cut off from the capital market. Anything did EP. Ivory Coast where did EP? COVID the beans Ivory Coast. So what is their motive? Rather in this cannot bear no. Was the year 2020 elections? Yeah, you there one is an Lugu member of what you call parliamentary candidates. Messi Tete. Okachero is can 100,000. Never chairman you almost 50,000. That is how they share the COVID money.
So in the end,
COVID mom saying there the economy was in tantas. COVID-19 day, economy now say because as of 2019, your debt stock is around 256 billion.
Okay.
Over there, you be only 120 billion.
John, in the end, 24-hour economy, a Ghana economy.
It's a game changer. The 24-hour economy is a game changer. Now, amazing kind of match. One mumpa over benefits within the shortest possible time. We send there about affects agro processing. President Mama catching there. Eco home and cashew. Cashew see another product. Say yes in year and can bumpa beds and ass and offending cocoa. Into the cashew nut planting plant processing. I yet to cashew now. You better than the derivative. I able to me cotton. Foreign exchange, so the 24-hour economy will affect one more way. It will affect one more banking industry, financial sectors. In Canada, you can say we be 5% financial service tax was also what the another VAT what I then what I can be was also what the VAT was it to financial charges. Do you know that bill I order for parliament? No, so the ATM and then the case got through ATM and one Jewish. But in that they are putting what do you call it? VAT on the charges now. Or yeah, financial institutions in the world.
You mean budget number?
Exactly. We will moderate this tax regime to benefit financial sector more around 24 hours. It is also going to affect construction sector will go negative. It is also going to affect manufacturing sector will go negative. Into biala nankankan no ye juma another or ye manufacturing a juma biala no. Where you need because of a juma no kono. Joma is there.
Very well.
A 24-hour economy no about affected. So in a nutshell no. Productive sector now, egun, obe expanding new businesses. Sorry, obe creating new businesses. Existing business obe expand. 2, obe grow economy in general because one of the issues that affect in the economy there, yeah, import-based economy. So when we reduce this high cost of offering doing business, yeah, industrial players now, internet today, TUC are celebrating it. Chamber of Commerce and Industry are celebrating it. Drivers, they are celebrating it. Nurses will celebrate because in the year, over 2 million nurses will go within this year alone. So when we make the hospital run efficient 24-hour economy with a good salary, you create employment because when we are giving them this cost of doing business, I'm okofum, taxes are I'm on financial support. I'm on incentives.
Yeah.
So because salary.
Mate. Very well done. Ya brene nya ya bre. The way we hit no. Ya tia faso no. Me you sure say emrepam you best share bio. Na yetimi atoa enkomo no so say ya tu ya baso ne chirechire mu no bia enya ne wonte ase woni entia obia sori a wasori waka waso 24-hour economy no mo. At least you are trying see a best scratch any Eddie Mamo. Mediana Kwame Minkah Yami Adoma. Yea, Yamasa baby, if any Dwaboase, Ibisha. Ajabani power near on the Parliament morning, Abraham. Bye bye.